Day, McVeigh, and happy Monday. Good morning, boys and girls. Please stand to honor our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Boys and girls, you may be seated. Okay, let's get to our birthday list for today. Happy birthday today to Amira Ahmed in our third grade. And lunch for today, friends, is our chicken spears. Remember those? Boar's Head turkey and cheese sandwich. We also have grilled cheese and bagel lunch. Now, a couple of things about lunch, friends. When the teacher says, do you want chocolate milk, make sure you raise your hand. If you didn't order chocolate milk, there won't be any for you. That's the first thing. Make sure you raise your hand. Second thing is, whatever you order in the morning is what you have to eat at lunch. It's super important. And the third thing is, if you bring lunch to school, that's the lunch that you should eat, because that's what mom or dad or whoever made the lunch for you wants you to eat. The menu is available for your parents to see, so they may not want you to have that. They may want you to have what they sent you. So if there's something that you brought for lunch, that's what you eat. If you don't like that, let mom or dad know, and then next time you'll have the school lunch. Okay. Now, on Friday, we had a fire drill. We're going to continue to practice them. We think that we've fixed that box, which means that it'll turn off for us. That'll be super helpful. But on Friday, we also started learning about other school rules and about what we're celebrating today, which is Patriot Day or Hero Day. So I'm going to talk a little bit about both things. So we learned about being a bucket filler. Now, when our buckets are full, you can see how these buckets are full and they're super colorful. But when, you can see here, when everybody's happy, the buckets are beautiful. But when somebody's bucket is dipped or empty, see what happens? Things don't look so good. So here you see this person has an empty bucket, and what's happening? They're dipping somebody else's bucket. So when that's over, look at that. Both buckets are empty. And so we learned that one of the rules of McVeigh is to be a bucket filler. And that, of course, comes after body control. But it also means that there's no retaliation. Let's say that together. No retaliation. Retaliation means that if somebody does something to you, you don't do it back. So that comes back to body control. It's the same thing. If somebody pushes me, I control what happens next. I can either push back or do something else. I make the decision. And so that's kind of like what we do for our Hero Day and Patriot Day. So when I was in room 108, Alex asked about the planes that hit the towers. Remember those towers I was telling you about? And there was planes that hit. And so, you have to think sometimes, why do things happen? And the reason why those planes hit was because people didn't understand other people. They didn't understand how to treat other people or how to love all people. And so that's what we're trying to do now. Instead of retaliating, what we do is try to learn about other people and how to love other people, how to see how every person is beautiful. Doesn't matter about their culture or their family or their color or their religion. Doesn't matter. We are all beautiful, and every one of us adds to the world. Every single one of us. And so that's why there's no retaliation. We don't do it back because we have a decision to make. Every single time something happens to us, we have a decision to make. What will we do next? If we have good body control and are a bucket filler, we will not retaliate. We'll make a better decision so that the situation gets better, not worse. Imagine if the person in this photo actually did something kind instead of not kind. Then what would happen? Both buckets would be filled. Because when you do for others, it makes you feel good. It fills your own bucket. So let's think about that today as we also think about Hero Day / Patriot Day. All right, now for our pictures to McVeigh, these are the Cardali girls, and they went to the Grand Canyon. Now, I don't know if you can see that in the background, but the Grand Canyon is a beautiful place. It's a rock formation that was actually the Colorado River actually flows right down the center, and over millions of years, a very, very, very deep canyon or crevice in the rocks formed, and so that's where they were. Now we have some super cool photos from the Sainberts who went to Kenya. That will be for tomorrow. Wow, I hope to get to Kenya someday myself. But for our Get Smart project today, Erin Cunningham. Erin, I have to tell you how proud I am of you for this project. Erin did a project on Bethany Hamilton. Bethany is a surfer, so I know what you're thinking, Miss Checo. She's the other surfer in the crowd. But Bethany Hamilton was born in 1990, and she surfed a lot with her family. And then there was an accident, and you could see that she lost her arm. But guess what? That didn't stop her. Nope. She kept surfing and surfing and surfing. And now she's world famous for her surfing. And so Erin wrote in her own words, I read it all, Erin. Super job. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 full pages plus some. Erin, I am so impressed by the detail you put in the story of Bethany Hamilton. And I love the story too because it reminds me that when things go wrong, you can keep working no matter what and get better, get stronger, be successful. Imagine that. Most people would not think that she would have kept surfing. She kept surfing and got to be as good as she was before. So thank you, Erin. And finally, we have our Mighty Kind moment of the day. Let's get our drum roll. Dun, dun, dun. So this gets back to our lunch situation. So on Friday, some people that did not order pizza in the morning at lunchtime said, oh, I was supposed to get pizza. So at the very end of the day, we ran out of pizza. Guess what? By one slice. So Miss Minerva went down to the class and said, you know, I have a grilled cheese and I have a bagel. I know that we need pizza here, but we're short one slice. Would anybody be willing to trade their pizza for a grilled cheese and a bagel? Guess what? Sophia Bullis. She said, you know what? I'll have a grilled cheese so somebody else can have the pizza. Think about that. That was super duper mighty kind, Sophia. You gave up something that you wanted so that somebody else could have it. That was super mighty kind. And we really appreciate you doing that too, because I know that you waited all day. I know Pizza Day is always the favorite of the lunch days because that's the day that most kids order lunch. So thank you, Sophia. And Why? Because you're a mighty mind. Not only that, mighty kind, mighty minded. Every day, boys and girls, is a great day to get smart and be kind to both each other and the earth. Let's have a wonderful day.